hot cider, pop, and door prize lineups.
No RSVP needed. Just come celebrate the season with your friends at Americana Insurance Group, where we're the A-Team.
This is Josh Fossum from Bayview Funeral Home. When you endure a loss, it's comforting to know you have the personal attention of local ownership assisting you with your funeral needs. Bayview Reborn Funeral Home offers continuous service to the Albert Lea area, and we are proud to serve you with comfort, caring, and dependability. That's what you'll experience with Bayview Freeborn Funeral Home. Call 373-4330.
Are you looking to arrive in style at your next event? Look no further than Dawson Limousine. With our luxurious limousine and limo bus options, you'll be sure to turn heads wherever you go. Whether you're heading to a wedding, prom, or just a night out on the town, let Dawson Limousine chauffeur you around. And as a proud sponsor of local sports, you can trust that we are dedicated to supporting our local community. Call us today at 507-402-0606 to book your ride with Dawson Limousine.
Hey, and that's right. We're coming to you live here from the Orry-Jurley Gymnasium here at the Albert Lea High School. It is time for Tiger basketball here on Power 96. Of course, tonight's game will be the Albert Lea Boys Tiger varsity team versus Dover Eyota. And the JV game just finished. It seemed like it took a while. Brad is going to bet Mr. Brad Skinnis. I'm going to get him turned up. Brad, are you sounding okay there? I know we're kind of congested here. I got a little something giving me a little feedback. One of the cords are, but how's it sounding on your end right there?
Sounds good on my end, Dave.
Sounds good on your end. I'm going to turn you up a little bit. I'm giving you the main mic tonight.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
So once again, this is going to be boys basketball here. How long of a break do we have before we actually do tip off here?
We're going to probably be close to 30 minutes by the time they get to the tip off.
Okay, so we're definitely going to be past that 7:30 time frame.
Yes, for sure.
So we may end up getting some music going for you here, and then we'll come back in. I will have to, if you're on our audio stream, which is on our YouTube, I will have to take down the sound because you guys cannot listen to music over YouTube. I got flagged this weekend. I caught the very end of Tiger Sports Saturday, and it actually flagged it.
Oh, no kidding.
So I got to make sure I get all the music down. But so yeah, the JV game. I tell you what, it was a pretty close one, 58-51. They were tied up. I think it was about 45, something like that apiece.
Yeah, it was a very competitive game, back and forth. There were a lot of fouls called, which led to the length of the game and whatnot. But Tigers played hard and just came up a little bit short.
So I know, like I said, Mr. Skinnis here is joining me. Brad, it's been a while since you've been on the air with me. Well, me, you, and Caldy. Caldy has darts tonight. That's where I'm supposed to be, but instead I'm with you. So I said we'll have to make sure he'll send us how the game is going, and he can use his toes to count the wins.
As long as he's got some wins, that's all that matters.
That is right. So they'll have a warm-up for how long?
They'll have a 20-minute warm-up, and then you'll have starting lineups and national anthems. So it'll probably be 7:40. It'll be 7:50 before this game gets underway.
Okay. So in the meantime, this is Tiger Sports. We're going to go ahead. We're going to play a little bit of music until we get close to the opening festivities. We will have the Boxcast and the YouTube going, but I'm going to turn the volume all the way down because, like I said, we cannot have music playing on that, even though you can hear music in the background right now, kind of loud in here. So with that, we'll be back here momentarily with more here from the Orry-Jurley Gymnasium at the Albert Lea High School. We'll be back. Limousine. So, Brad, let's talk a little bit. This is the first for the Tiger Boys tonight, correct?
Yeah, it'll be for them, coming these players coming off of a very successful football season, and football and basketball are two entirely different sports, clearly. But when you're talking even just the gas that you run out of, and how you're playing the game and your conditioning and whatnot, so it'll be interesting to see how it transitions. Albert Lee's returning their entire starting lineup, and minus Charlie Irvine, who's going to be out for probably a month or so, still recuperating from his football injury.
I seen just talking with Troy there. How's he progressing?
Recovery's coming well. He's got sounds like he's about 2 weeks out from what would be his final appointment. They'll do another X-ray, verify that everything looks good, and then he'll get clearance. But there's some rehab in there to get him.
So what did he actually do?
He broke something.
He broke something.
Yeah.
Okay, and we thought it was a bad sprain. During football, wasn't really released.
Yeah. But I know there was, and as much as he loves basketball, he's also got his think about.
For those of you who are watching. There's a few of you. We are having some ingesting issues. Once again, we're on an internet in the middle of a building that we're not wired in, unfortunately. So we're going to monitor that. But we're going to be ready here momentarily for the starting lineups in the national anthem, and they'll do the starting lineups first, right?
They'll actually do the national anthems first.
Oh, national anthems first.
Yep.
See, it's been a year since I've called a game with you, Brad. So we're going to get ready here. Once again, this is Power 96 live coverage of Albert Lea Tiger Sports, brought to you from the Americana Insurance Press Box. Of course, I'm Dave Nelson. Alongside him is Mr. Brad Skinnis, and his appearance today is sponsored by Trades and Labor Federal Credit Union. Does he remember? Do you remember what year?
Well, if we go back to the old joke, it's been a long time. But the correct answer is 1958.
That is right. So we are going to have the national anthem here just a second, and then we're going to get into some, and then we'll go through all of our sports boosters as well in between. Like I said, we have quite a few of them, so we're going to take our first break here. National anthem. We'll be right back.
The friendly staff at Albert Lea's Labor Federal Credit Union reminds you that when you're in need of a home that satisfies your financial needs, let Trades and Labor Credit Union make it easy with checking services, debit cards, home equity loans, and savings options that will earn you more for your money. Visit Trades and Labor Federal Credit Union on Albert Lea's friendly south side. Open 6 days a week with social distancing for your safety and theirs. Trades and Labor Federal Credit Union, member NCUA, providing financial services since 1958.
A smile that shines should be within reach for everyone. At Elf Orthodontics, we offer flexible financial arrangements customized just for you and your family. Choose a payment plan that fits your budget and get the beautiful smile you've always wanted, and ask how to use your HSA to make your confident smile even more affordable. Call 507-377-0222 today to schedule your complimentary consultation.
Hi, this is Adam, owner of GT Window and Door. GT Window and Door is a local family-owned and operated business that has proudly served the Albert Lea area since 2012. We have won the trust of local homeowners by providing reliable service and high-quality windows, doors, and seamless gutter installation. We are also a proud sponsor of Albert Lea Sports. Call me today at 507-320-0575 or visit gtwindowanddoor.com for a free estimate today. Don't forget to listen or watch local sports on Power 96, proudly brought to you by GT Window and Door.
All right, and we're back here again. Once again, this is live coverage of Albert Lea Tiger basketball. Brad, do you obviously you follow Tiger basketball a little bit. What is this kind of? Do you think it's a rebuilding year for them, or do you think they're going to come out the gate hot here?
Well, it's definitely not a rebuilding year. This, it's reminiscent of the football program, where the boys worked through that program and they were a senior-heavy team this year, and they had a lot of success, and that's what they've got with this team here. I mean, they've got a few younger players sprinkled in, but they're definitely senior-heavy, and like I said, returning all their starters. I guess I'm not sure who's going to fill in for Charlie Irvine in the starting lineup, but you're certainly going to have Carter Kahn, Cooper Kermes, Noah Teeter, and Easton Shuey in the starting lineup. And so then it's just a matter of who fills in with them. And they played Dover last year, and they lost a high-scoring affair. I believe it was 88-78.
Okay.
And Dover looks like they're working their way to what Albert Lee's trying to do here with their seniors. Last year, Dover was a team of primarily sophomores, so now as you look at their roster, it's filled with primarily juniors, and I believe their point guard is one of their leaders. Last year, I know he scored almost 30 points against the Tigers, so that'll be something to look out for.
Okay.
And both teams were very similar in records last year. Dover was 5-22 last year, and Albert Lee was 6-21. So I think even last year there were some higher hopes for the Tigers than what the record indicated. So let's see what it just being a year older doesn't make you a year better. So hopefully there's been some time put in the off season, and that'll be reflected on the court. As we were talking about the starting lineups, unsure who might be starting for Charlie Irvine. It looks like it's Marquise Jeffers Joseph will be joining the four seniors on the court for the Tigers.
Okay. And one person, Tegan Tober's not out there this year. I figured he was going to come back, but it doesn't sound like his heart was in the basketball. So.
Sure. Yeah, and if it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. Tegan was a nice addition to the program. He brought that hustle and effort, and he's a big kid. So it was nice to have that around. But I'm sure he's staying busy, getting ready. And as I was wondering, as I watched during warm-ups, an Albert Lee player snapped the rim down once the referees had taken the court, which that is a technical foul, and sure enough, Dover is starting at the free throw line with a pair of free throws, and their point guard, Matthew Majeka, made 1 out of 2, so no time off the clock, and the Tigers are down 1-0.
Well, I was like, what are they doing here, Brad? But yeah, that makes sense.
I watched it, I heard it, and I looked over at the officials, and I saw them chatting a little bit, and I was wondering if they were going to let it go or not, and they did not.
They did not let it go, so Tigers down 1-0. So Dover coming in here, working from the arch, drives it, tipped, out of bounds. To me, it almost looked like a penalty there. But
I thought the same there. The referee gave the indication that it was a clean block there. So quick inbounds to the corner for a three-pointer by Majeka was no good. Dover with the offensive rebound, also no good, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be Tigers' possession.
So Tigers going to take over down 1. And Shuey's, of course, got that number 12 number. Pretty easy to remember that.
Had a nice backdoor pass there. Couldn't get the layup to fall on. Kermes with the steal, bringing it back down the court. And he's fouled as he went up for the basket. Wasn't able to get that to go to but he'll go to the line and shoot 2. Looking for the first points of the season for the Tigers.
And that was one thing I thought they had already played a game, but this is their first game.
First game, and I was talking just a little bit ago with. I didn't hear Cooper call bank, but he banked the free throw in, so I guess we'll count that for the first shot of the season.
1-1 game here.
We'll give him a hard time about it.
The second one is good.
Second one looks a little more pure. Cooper was actually up at St. John's University in Collegeville a couple of weeks ago, and he's committed to St. John's, going up there to play some baseball.
Yeah, I had seen that. Tigers do enter their steal, work back down, but turned over again.
Good look at the pass inside. It just wasn't there. It's kind of a little bit of a turnover fest here right now. Both teams, a little amped up with their season openers. Just slow things down a little bit and let the game come to them. To break
they
that
stepped
sweat.
out of bounds there, correct?
Yep, indeed.
So Tigers on the prowl now. Down, you got Teeter out there, going over towards Kermis, but there's I think that was payback.
I'm not really sure. It was another good back. Well, wasn't able to finish the shot. There was a little bit of contact, but I don't think it affected the shot on that second one there. But Coach Kate certainly thinks so, as he's given the official an earful.
Dover Eyota with a 3-point shot, no good. Tigers back.
Kermis with the rebound. They got it down quickly, got it over to Kahn in the corner for three. A little bit long. Shuey with the rebound and puts it back in to give the Tigers a 4-1 lead here about 2 minutes into the game.
Dover Eyota shot going to be short. Tigers take over. Wow, what a great play there by Kermis. Just drove the lane.
Yeah, coast to coast for Cooper there. Nice finish there.
What's this whistle for here?
It's like Dover was trying to get the ball into the lane, and one of the Tiger defenders came over the back on him as that pass came in. So Kermis is picking up his first foul, and as that happens, he goes to the bench, and Desmond Smith checks into the game.
Tigers leading 6-1. Dover Eyota bringing this in here now. And 2-point shot.
Looks like that was a three-pointer.
It was a three-pointer. Whoa, and I just kicked the camera. I apologize, folks.
Tigers back down the court. Teeter's got the ball at the top of the key. He's looking for Kahn. Kahn went one way and the pass went the other, but thankfully it was deflected off of Dover, and Elberly will keep the ball.
Elberly up 6-4 now, Dover Eyota.
It's like to start the game, both teams are in a man-to-man defense.
Tigers bringing the ball, going to hand it off to Kahn. Kahn from deep in the three, going to be short. Picked up by Dover Eyota. They drive in, shot, and a foul, in.
There was definitely a foul by Teeter there, but it was the most delayed foul I've ever seen. Maybe his whistle wasn't working, but he put his hand up and he counted the basket, but didn't blow his whistle. So it is an N1 opportunity and a basket there for Dover, and they've tied it up at 6.
And misses that shot. Kept in by Shuey, and here comes the Tigers driving.
You can see both teams like to play with pace, and when they get the ball in the defensive end, they're pushing it up the court quickly, looking for the quick opportunity, the easy opportunity to try and score.
Looks like Vera running good. I'm not sure why the sound isn't popping up here, but that's fine. You're just watching anyway, or maybe you're listening on the radio.
Marquise Jeffers-Jones with a drive to the hoop, doesn't able to get the basket to fall. Dover with a quick rebound, and again, they're pushing it right down the court. They've got the ball underneath the hoop and working it back and forth in the corner. Really a back and forth game between two guys with a nice little jump stop into the lane, but he's not able to get those short bunny to go. Shuey with the rebound over to Teeter. Teeter quickly up to Desmond Smith, who does a little Euro step nicely into the lane for 2. The Tigers take the lead 8-6.
Better readjust here. So Tigers leading 8-6 here as Dover Eyota driving in.
It looks like, whoa. Number 2 off the pass there with a short little dribble, was looking for the mid-range jumper, and Smith was trailing behind and tried to block the shot there, and that's one of those old school rules in basketball. You don't want to foul the jump shooter. He did so. Number 2, Luke Myers, is going to the free throw line for a pair.
One bounces out. Fouls.
5 fouls, yes. This is real similar to at least the second half of the junior varsity game. The Tigers got in a lot of foul trouble there, and so there was a lot of time spent at the free throw line. And even so, this game, several early free throw attempts that Dover has not been able to capitalize on. So,
And there they will get one in, so it brings it to a 1-point game.
Desmond Smith quickly back up the court, over to Kahn, back to Smith, back to Teeter at the top of the key. Goes to Cooper on the right wing. Kermis tries to dribble in, loses control of it, and Dover's going to go back the other direction. Little dribble handoff there. Number 2 looking for the three-pointer. Gets Shuey up. Got Shuey up on the pump fake, and then he took it to the hole, and I believe the basket counts. And yep, the basket is good for Luke Myers, and he's going to get another free throw. And as you talked about the fouls piling up, that'll be the 6th foul on the Tigers now.
Okay, there they did update the scoreboard. At first, I'm like, did I miss one on here somewhere? But
and that is Shuey's second, so you can, yep. I was going to say you could anticipate him going to the bench for at least a little while here, and Amon Ra Brown, the sophomore, is checking in for him. So see how things go here, and the Tigers push the ball quickly up the court, and Myers on this end was a little bit too aggressive as the pass came into Brown, and he fouled him, so the Tigers will be bringing the ball in from near midcourt after that foul.
once again on your Bayview Freeborn Funeral Cremation Service scoreboard, it has Dover Eyota 10-8 over your Albert Lee Tigers. 13:43 to go here in the first period. Tigers working this now in their lane.
Here's got the ball, little dribble handoff to Desmond Smith, and Desmond tried to go a little bit too quick there and shuffled his feet before he put the ball on the ground. So the traveling call is going to give the ball back to Dover Eyota. First time I think we've seen the ball walked up the court as Dover brings it up the court.
I was just going to say that.
Goes around Teeter at the top of the key, kicks it into the corner. Now they're back out near the top of the key. A little dribble penetration, a lot of hands there, but he was a little bit out of control too. And I think that's a good no call there as Albert Lee brings the ball back down. Kermis.
There's 2 in for
Oh my
Smith?
Goodness, no.
No, what? They're calling.
They called Kermis on the charge there. Cooper tried to do a little Euro step there, and they called him for the charge. I don't know about that. It sure looked like he was sliding over as Cooper had gained that position. But that's also Cooper's second foul now, too. And Dover's looking to take advantage of that as number 10, Jace Drilling, took it right to Kermis there. And Cooper had back off a little bit there, being that he's already picked up 2 fouls. And so he made the layup to make it 12-8, and then the Tigers came back, a little dribble handoff, and it wasn't done cleanly, turned the ball over, and Coach Cates is using a 30-second timeout here. So
Timeout's brought to you by the Albert Lee Convention and Visitors Bureau, where they remind you to go take a timeout and go explore at explorealbertlee.com.
It's a bit of a sloppy start here for both teams, and that's not surprising. Your first game of the year, you've got your emotions are running high, you're amped up, wanting to perform well, and you're excited to finally be out on the court and whatnot. So I think you'll see the game clean up here quite a bit as the game progresses, as the teams settle into things. You know, they've been going at this for weeks and seeing nothing but their reserves in one another. As far as I know, Albert Lee did not have any scrimmages or anything of any sort. So their first live action.
Going to get back into the studio here. My luck, we ended up losing connection to the studio, which tends to happen when you're in a big building like this.
Right? Scramble for the ball, and Desmond for Albert Lee, looks to push, gets it over to Teeter on the left wing for three. No good. Battle for the rebound. Looks like it's all will stay on this end, and Albert Lee will be bringing the ball in from underneath. Again, like Shuey, he's got 2 fouls, so want to be careful about them picking up a 3rd foul here in the first half. Little dribble drive, kicks it over to Smith. Smith looks to dribble drive, brings it back out. Ball's up top with Teeter now at this point. Little handoff to Brown. Brown looking to drive. Good job of defense. Now Teeter does get the corner, gets a short little jumper from about 6 feet. Nice shot. He gets the basket to go, and he's going to get the opportunity to complete the 3-point play.
So getting back in here. Looks like, yeah, the internet kicked us out of the studio, Brad.
Uh-oh. Teeter makes the free throw to complete the 3-point play to bring the Tigers to within a point at 12-11 with 12 minutes left in the first half. Dover
Now
bringing
it
the
says
ball
we're
up the
back
court.
in, so let's just double check to make sure everybody knows we're back in here. Get on here and see. I'll check my thing. That's the thing, we were working, Brad.
Majeka with a 3-pointer. That's no good. A pair of Eagles underneath for the rebound. The first one is no good, and the second one is put back up by Drilling. 3 opportunities to score there, and they capitalized on the offensive rebound, making it 14-11. Tigers with the ball, a little dribble handoff. Teeter fakes that, goes to the left corner. Over to Kahn on the left wing. Takes a dribble to the baseline, looking for his opportunity. A little up and under, too strong. The Eagles coming all the way back. Dribble drive and a kick out for 3, which is short. Jeffers Joseph with the rebound. Brown is bringing the ball quickly down the court, looking for an opportunity. Over to Smith. Smith inside to Kahn, who had good position posting up. Nice pass and an easy basket for Carter there. Tigers trail 14-13, 11 minutes now as Dover right down the lane. Nobody was underneath the basket. He got past the initial defense, and there was nobody else there for any help. Majeka with another hoop. So 16-13 Eagles. Recoup my breath and be able to actually tell you what's going on here. It'd be nice. Tigers with the ball. Brown with a nice handoff to Teeter. Teeter missed the bunny layup, but he gets his own rebound and puts it back in. 16-15 Eagles lead. Eagles are coming right back down the court right at Albert Lee. And looks like we're going to have an over and back turnover. No, Desmond Smith hustles to get control of the ball. Gets it over to Kahn. Kahn goes up for the off-balance layup and isn't able to get that to go. Here comes Dover back down the court again just as quickly. Loses his edge. He got around Teeter and maybe a little perspiration on the floor. I don't know, but he went down, so it's a travel. So ball's going back to the Tigers.
So we're up on the internet, but I still can't connect into the studio. And we have good signal here now.
Teeter's got the ball at the top of the key. He's getting the offense to move a little bit. He's got it over to Brown on the right wing. Brown's trying to muscle his way in. He does so. Shot is too strong, but Jeffers Joseph with a nice strong rebound puts that up and in to give the Tigers a 1-point lead now with just under 10 minutes to go. Right back down the court comes Dover again. Missed a layup, got an offensive rebound, and Kahn swats the ball out of bounds. Nice block by Carter there. So it'll be Eagles ball underneath the hoop. Again, Tigers lead 17-16.
You're still on right now. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Something happened. We lost connection. So
Okay.
we were running in the pregame.
Keep going. Okay. Well, folks, let's hope nothing crazy goes on because Dave is leaving me going back to the studio, so I may or may not be broadcasting to anybody. But Con with a three-point shot here and nothing but the bottom of the net. The Tigers take the lead 20-16, and the Eagles have called a timeout. So with 9:19 left in the first half, again, it's Albert Lee 20-16. It's a 30-second timeout, and being that I don't have the capability to play commercials or anything, we're just going to go silent until the game comes back. All right, we're back to action here. The Dover Eyota Eagles are bringing the ball up the court. It looks like the Tigers are maybe switching to a little half-court trap press. Try and change things up. Ball was deflected there, but Dover is able to retain possession, get into the lane, then a kick out for a three-pointer. And that's good. Knocked down by Kellen Andring. Tigers come right back down the court. Desmond Smith quickly into the lane. Shot was blocked, but a little bit too much body on that, so Desmond's going to go to the free throw line to shoot a pair of free throws. After an early discrepancy in fouls, that's starting to even up. The Tigers have 17 fouls to Dover's 4. Smith misses the front end of the free throws. Looks like we've got a substitution coming in, but he's coming in for the shooter. Going to be Brody Rassler checking in when he gets the opportunity for Desmond Smith. Smith misses both free throws. Kahn battles for the rebound. Dover Eyota comes away with it. They bring the ball up the court. Again, they're working the ball well. Got open opportunities. Kicked it all the way across, and a couple of really nice passes underneath the hoop. Results in a gimme basket to Joel Scrunlin. So Dover Eyota has reclaimed the lead 21-20 with 8.5 minutes left. Teeter's got the ball on the right wing, gets it over to Kahn. Kahn back to Teeter. Teeter swings it across to Smith, gives it to Joseph. Joseph takes it into the middle of the lane for a dribble drive all the way across with a nice finish off the glass. Dover right back down the court, looking for another quick opportunity. Didn't allow the Tigers to set up into that half-court trap, so they drop back into a man-to-man. Dover's got the ball at the top of the key, looking to try and dribble penetrate. Got a quick handoff and then a kick out behind the three-point line, back inside, back outside of the three-point line. Really good defense by Desmond Smith. Gets around it, and then a little bit too aggressive by Smith there, and he picks up the foul with the body. So as we talked about earlier with the foul problems, that's going to send Dover Eyota to the free throw line for the 1-and-1, and it's going to be Rowan Flabby, I believe. No, he stepped away from the line. It's going to be Kellen Andring going to the line. So next couple of fouls, Dover will be shooting the 1-and-1. With almost 8 minutes left, there could be a lot of opportunities here at the free throw line. Missed the front end of the 1-and-1, but Dover comes away with the rebound, kicks it out to Magic for three, and you're just too open. He knocks that down, gives the Eagles a 23-22 lead. Tigers have the ball back in their end of the court. Teeter moves it around to Joseph. Joseph on the baseline gets around his guy, who then puts his hand into his back, and Jeffers finishes at the hoop, and he's going to get the opportunity for a three-point play. A lot of opportunities here. Good job of taking the ball to the hoop. Get your defender on your back and go. Joseph completes the three-point play with the free throw. The Tigers lead 25-23 with 7:26 remaining. Dover again quickly down the court. Magic dribbling with the dribble handoff. Gets it inside to number 25, Devin Graham now, who gets the easy layup, uncontested. Tigers are right back down court. Teeter's got the ball at the top of the key, directing the offense over to Jeffers Joseph, and he again tries to go around his guy. He gets the step on him and draws the foul. It'll be Tigers ball outside. Game is tied at 25 with 6 minutes and 59 seconds left in the game. In the first half, I should say. On the court right now for the Tigers, we've got Carter Kahn, Noah Teeter, Marquise Jeffers Joseph, Amon-Ra Brown, and Brody Rassler. Teeter gets the ball over to Brown. Again, takes his guy baseline. A little bit too much dribble and loses control. Is able to regain and get it back to Teeter. Teeter tried to get the ball back to Marquise on a give and go. Led him a little bit too far and out of bounds. And the Eagles will take the ball back. Jeffers Joseph out of the game. Easton Shuey is checked back in with his 2 fouls. Easton was out about 7 minutes or so there with the early foul trouble. Tigers back into their man-to-man. Dover's moving the ball around a little bit on the out top. And what have we got here? It's like Magic got the basket to go, but then they called a loose ball foul after the basket on the Eagles, so that's going to send us to the other end of the court, and the Tigers are going to be shooting free throws. So both teams are now in the bonus with 6.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. And it's Noah Teeter to the line. Missed the front end. Kahn battled for the rebound. Wasn't able to come over. Up the court. A dribble in at the top of the key. A quick pass into the middle of the lane. One dribble and up for another basket for Scruckrud. Right back the other direction. Kahn misses the quick layup. Gets his own rebound. The ball ends up getting moved around to Rassler for 3. No good. Another offensive rebound to Brown. His shot is no good, and then as Rassler battles for the rebound, it's out of bounds off of him, and the ball's going to go the other direction to Dover Eyota. The Eagles lead 29-25 with 6:01 remaining here in the first half. Matchka brings the ball up the court, takes it to the left side, reverses his drive, fake pass, and a fancy little finger roll for 2. Got to try and get the ball out of his hands. He's really taking over the game on the offensive side of things for the Eagles. Teeter had the ball up top, gets it to Brown. Brown kicks it to the left corner. Kahn for 3, and he hits it. I believe that's his second 3-pointer of the game. Cuts the lead from 6 down to 3. Eagles 31, Tigers 28. Dover back in their offensive end. Rob Brown. With a near steal. Now looks like we've got a trap in the corner. It's difficult for me to see down there with the student section. The Dover coach was able to get a 30-second timeout as his player was about to lose control of the ball. So again, we're 5:10 remaining in the first half. Dover Eyota leading the Tigers 31-28. All right, we're back to action. The Eagles get the ball in bounds. They've got the ball at the top of the key. It looks like the Tigers have gone back to that trapping press. And, ooh, a good opportunity for a steal there. Shuey was maybe a half a step late at the same time. They maybe could have called a foul. A lot of contact on Shuey. They did not do so. And lo and behold, the ball ends up in Matchka's hands for a short hoop. And now the Tigers are moving the ball around, facing the Eagles' man-to-man defense. Teeter's got the ball on the right wing, maintaining his dribble, looks to get around. Shuey pops out to the corner, pump fakes on a three. Tried to get the ball back to Teeter in the corner. Had the opportunity, had a nice little drive there. I would like to see him go up with the shot. Dover back on the other end. Matchka with about a 15-foot jumper that spun in and out. Bring the ball right back down the court. Ball went into the corner to Rasser. Got it back to Shuey, and there was a reach in there on the Eagles. So Easton is going to go to the free throw line for the 1-and-1. Desmond Smith has checked in for Brown. Looks like Marquise Jeffrey Joseph is sitting at the scorer's table waiting to check in as well. Shuey lining up the first free throw here, and a little bit strong, no good. Eagles come down with the rebound, and again, we're quickly going back the other direction. Tigers are in that half-court zone trap, and it is causing some problems for the Eagles initially, but once they get through it, it seems to create some openings. There they closed it up well. Shuey came across the middle of the lane, stole the attempt at the pass inside there. Teeter's bringing the ball all the way down the court. No. I was wondering, Teeter had himself about 6 feet, was trying to create a little bit of space and gave a little pump fake and then leaned his shoulder in, and probably the right call, but you hope to get that call too. They called the offensive foul, so no basket, and that'll be Teeter's second foul. So going forward, it'll be the double bonus for the Eagles as they bring the ball back up to midcourt. And again, struggling with that half court. Ball's knocked away by Jeffers Joseph to Teeter. Teeter comes all the way in. And let's see what we've got here. Looks like the basket is good. Teeter took it all the way to the hoop, and they called the blocking foul on that one. So the basket's good, and Teeter's gonna, now he's got the opportunity for a three-point play. Might be a little bit of a makeup call there, if you ask me. That might have been a charge. The play before that, where he got called for the charge, maybe not. So I guess it works its way out. But anyhow, Teeter's got one free throw. That shot's up and good. So they've cut the lead, the Eagles lead with just 2 points with 3:38 left. Rassler comes out of the game as well as Desmond Smith, and you've got Brown and Kermes returning. We just had a short stint for Shuey there, got him back out, so he's still only got his 2 fouls, and now we've got Teeter and Kermes both on the court with 2 fouls as well for the Tigers. So 3.5 minutes left here in the first half. You'd really like to not pick up a third foul here. Zone trap and having difficulty, a little too much dribbling. The ball gets knocked away by Kermes. Brown tries to bring the ball all the way up the court. Had some trailers on the opposite himself, and he was able to draw the out of the line for 2. So now we've got both teams in the double bonus. Brown's at the free throw line here now. He makes his first one. I don't have any of the stats in front of me, but both teams have struggled from the free throw line at this point. Brown with the opportunity to tie the game here if he can knock down the second. He's not able to do so. Kahn battles for the rebound. He gets the offensive rebound on the left side with a nice little dish over to Jeffers Joseph to the right. Gives him the hoop, and the Tigers take the lead 34-33. Just over 3 minutes left. Dover again still trying to figure out this half-court trap, and they are really struggling. Albert Lee had the ball on the right side, had the ball. Ball handler had lost his dribble, but then they got a little overzealous, and Brown got called for the reach-in foul. So Dover's going to go to the line for a pair of free throws now. As I said, they're in the double bonus. So first one is up and good for Kellen Andring. He's tied the game here at 34. Second free throw is up and good and well as well to give the Eagles the lead. 3 minutes. Cooper Kerma is all the way up the court real quickly. Dribble handoff to Brown on the right side. Teeter brings it back to the right. To Kerma's outside of the three-point line. He looks for the three, shoots it. A little bit too strong. Rebound down to the Eagles. The Eagles push the ball right back the other direction. I think they're looking to push the ball even more than they have been as they've struggled with this half-court trap. They were able to get inside the middle of it there. Nice pass results in an easy layup for Joel Scrudrud to make it a 37-34 Eagles lead. Jeffers Joseph's got the ball on the wing. Gives a little pump fake, allows himself to get into the middle of the lane. Short little jump shot, goes in and out, and here come the Eagles back down the court. They're able to dribble penetrate. The shot won't go. An offensive rebound. They're in short. Ball moves around, ends up being outside of the arc. Three-pointer by Drilling is no good. Kerbis with the rebound quickly up the left side of the court, looking to go all the way. Kerbis did not have an angle on that one, a little bit out of control, and wasn't able to get it. And Dover brings it right back down the court. Drilling is fouled right at the hoop. Jeffers Joseph with a block, a good block on the ball there, but it got a little body on the bottom side of that. So that's going to send Drilling back to the free throw line. This is fast-paced action. I'm doing the best I can to keep it updated, but the Eagles are at the line. And again, another missed free throw, so score remains 37-34 Dover Eyota. Substitutions for both teams. Kermis comes out of the game, and he's replaced by Carter Kahn. Probably a good move there. Cooper got a few minutes, and well, he's still only got the 2 fouls. Second free throw by Dover is also no good. Teeter comes down with the rebound, dribbles it down the court. He's got the ball at the top of the key, looks to dribble, penetrate. He does. He's then able to get his defender up and powers up and over him from about 6 feet and gets the ball to go. We got a 37-36 game. The lead's cut to 1. Quick pass underneath for Dover. Back out to the three-point line. The three-point shot is strong and misses everything. Jeffers Joseph with the rebound. Looking to come all the way back down the court. Loses control of the ball. Regains control. Misses the short jump shot. Brown gets the rebound and puts the layup back in. And now the Tigers are back ahead 38-37 in this seesaw contest. Facing that half-court trap. Matchka gets around it and a nice jump stop move, and he's in for 2. So they regain the lead 39-38. We're at the 1 minute mark of the first half. Teeter's got the ball at the top of the key. Over to Kahn for 3 on the left side. That shot's no good. It misses everything. Matchka with the rebound. He's bringing the ball up the court, looking for an opportunity. Passes it to the right wing to Drilling. Drilling with the dribble. Loses control of it. Brown with the steal gets it over to Kahn. Kahn gets it to Rassler. Rassler back to Kahn. Nice little back and forth job there. Very selfless by Rassler there. Gets Kahn the easy layup. And the Tigers again with a 1-point lead, 40-39. Dover looking to solve this half-court trap. They do not do so. Bad pass. Jeffers Joseph all the way down the court. He's not able to finish the shot, but he is fine. Albert Lee leads 40-39 with 18.1 seconds left, and Jeffers Joseph with a pair of free throws to come. Fouls on the scoreboard after 10. Both teams are in the second half here. So something to watch in the second half. Jeffers Joseph made the first free throw there. Second one coming. The opportunity for the Eagles to hold the ball for the last shot of the first half. Second free throw spins in and out, so the Tigers lead by 2. 15 seconds left as Matka brings the ball up the court. Again, looking, jump pass, gets it across. Matka looks for a long three. Off the rim, 3, 4, 5 times. It drops. Last second heave by Jeffers Joseph is no good. We're going to go to halftime with the Dover Eyota Eagles leading 42-41. They're really looking to push the ball and did a good job of doing so. It led to some turnovers. It led to some foul trouble. I would anticipate, based upon how much trouble Dover Eyota had with that half-court trap, that we might see a lot more of that from the Tigers in the second half here. So I'm not sure if we are back on the air or not, but Mr. Dave Nelson just returned. So if we are back on the air,
I'm going to just restart everything here. So for some reason our switch didn't, it should automatically click over, and it didn't.
Gotcha.
So we were on live once. I turned off the board when we had our half-an-hour break, went back, and it didn't switch on.
Gotcha.
So I talked to Ron, and we got everything kind of resituated, so we're going to just go ahead. We're going to try this again here. I'm going to re-log in to everything. So hopefully we'll get back in, but it's the same system that uses EMS.
Okay.
So when it switches, it should switch and come back.
Sure.
And it didn't. So like there it says we're away. I'm just going to get all new one here and let's see. But yeah, everything was set right. It just... It's a nice thing when you deal with 40-year-old equipment. Huh? Hey, Brad, I think we're up. We just had to restart everything. We'll see here. I'm going to press play, and we'll see if this comes up. Sometimes our feed does take about 30, 40 seconds, so we'll see here. So yeah, we are up now again. I apologize there. We ended up having some technical issues with our system, but I made a quick trip to the studio, and I'm back. So, okay, we're still not live on our volume as far as on our Boxcast app or our YouTube, but that is okay. We're just going to roll with the online air right now. We are at halftime. And I tell you what, folks, it's a very close game. 41-42 is the score right now. Like I said, thank you for listening in. We were up, then we lost connection, came back on, and now we are back up. So thank you to Mr. Skinnis for doing that little bit of a loan thing. So, yep. So, Amy, if you're listening, you can tell Brad that we're back up. So. It's a downfall when you have everything set up and you go to take a half-an-hour break because the game wasn't over yet, but we're back. So I'm going to adjust the scoreboard here. 42-41. And guests. Here. Whoop. 42 and 41. All right, so let's go ahead and thank our sports boosters, of course, our in-game sponsors for today. I apologize that the system kind of backed off on us a little bit there. But our in-game sponsors for tonight is of course, Americana Insurance is bringing you the press box. Bayview Freeborn Funeral and Cremation Services, they're bringing you the scoreboard. Dawson Limousine brought you the Tiger pregame show, which we did have that, plus your starting lineups. Your first quarter, actually, I keep saying period, first quarter, GT Window and Door, Gutters by GT. Your second quarter by Etc. Tanning and Clothing. Third quarter will be brought to you by Southern Locking Glass. And then the fourth quarter will be brought to you by Home Pros. Of course, we do want to thank our other sponsors, Freeborn Maori Electric Cooperative. And then, of course, Southern Minnesota Branding. And, of course, the Albert Lee Convention and Visitors Bureau, who is bringing you the timeouts. While we're doing this here, did she say we're up now? We should be good. But yeah, our sports boosters, of course, without them we'll do what we do. Brad, of course, you know what it's like to help support local sports, and it's not free.
it is not, but it is a very worthwhile investment.
Yes.
Not even names, whether it's video, audio, or both, the opportunity to follow the Tigers in a variety of sports. I know I appreciate it because I don't attend a lot of the road games, but I'm clicking on the feeds, which also allows me the opportunity to shoot text messages to you and Caldy when I'm not in the vicinity.
And that's one thing we definitely enjoy, that when you're texting back and forth, and you know, that's the one nice thing. I mean, there are a lot of options to view or listen to games. But local radio, like I said, it's just one of those things you can be anywhere and listen to it, and it's a great thing. Of course, our sports boosters, like I said, go ahead, go out and support them, because they're helping support, bring local sports to local radio. Of course, Americana Insurance, Spot Appliance, Arcadian Bank, Derek's Preferred Auto, Blooming Prairie, Star Granite Works, GT Window and Door, Gutters by GT, the Austin Marthaler Honda, Alpha Orthodontics, Trades and Labor Federal Credit Union, Thompson Sanitation, Young Construction and Roofing, Nick's Meats in Hayward, South Main Auto Service in Austin, Freeborn County Solid Waste, North Star Power Sports, Big Cats Customs in Clarks Grove, Becker Auto Sales on the corner in Hayward, the Albert Lee Convention and Visitors Bureau, Sorensen's Appliance in Geneva, Collins Auto Repair, Hanson Tire Service, Design Ready Controls, Hy-Vee and Albert Lee, Jake's Pizza, Shell Rapalube, Aero Printing, and Wasika Inc. And of course, we have Tiger Sports Saturday. That's brought to you by Hy-Vee and Albert Lee, Americana Insurance, the Pizza Ranch, Trades and Labor Federal Credit Union, and the Austin Bruins. Brad, I apologize. I had to leave you there for it was a full quarter.
That's all right.
Like I said, online everything was still coming through. It looked like, but unfortunate that, like I said, sometimes the systems just don't work how they should. And normally Ron is out, so otherwise Ron will run into the studio and click it over too. You know, that's the thing is with local media, you've got a lot of sources that come in, and sometimes they don't. That's a whole. Clicking a little wrong, it can cause a little havoc. So I am back here. What did I miss? Half.
A lot. So we weren't entirely certain whether or not I was or wasn't on the air, so I just went ahead and continued broadcasting the game, and both teams, like I recall from last year, very fast-paced. They want to get the ball on the defensive end, and they want to push it to the offensive end, and so that's exactly what we saw in the first half. A lot of what I would expect out of a first game. Some first game jitters, mistakes. There were a lot of turnovers for both teams, a lot of fouls for both teams, a lot of free throws, a lot of missed free throws for both teams. Dover opened up a 5-6 point lead, and Albert Lee bring it back, and then it'd go back, and where it seemed like Albert Lee seemed to really thrive was when they made the transition to go away from the man-to-man defense to the half-court trap, and that really presented problems for Dover Eyota. I don't have the fouls in front of me, but I know at least 3 Tigers all have 2 fouls. Noah Teeter, Cooper Kermes, and Easton Shuey, but I don't think anybody picked up a 3rd foul, so that was good because both Kermes and Shuey picked up their second fouls early in the first half and spent a large chunk of the first half on digits as far as I know. Their scoring's been spread out, which that's a good thing. That is a strength of this team, is that they've got multiple guys that can put the ball in the basket. They don't have to rely on one person. Dover's had some good opportunities as well. They've certainly been led by number 0, Matthew Majeka.
Well, you were
their
talking
point
about
guard.
him.
Yep.
Yeah,
He had a very solid first half. He distributes the ball well. He's able to get to the hoop as well. He's probably got 15-plus points himself. But I really hope to see that the Tigers come out in the second half and utilize that half-court trap, because it caused a lot of problems. There were a lot of deflections. Took Dover out of what they were trying to do offensively. So hopefully we'll continue that into the second half. And we'll just play a cleaner second half, too. Now that the first half jitters and broke your sweat, you've got that done. Make some smart decisions and stay out of foul trouble and have a good second half. As we're just getting ready to start, the Tigers will have the ball to start the second half, trailing 42-41.
So I noticed that the fouls now are off.
Both, yeah. So they restart them. So both teams were in the double bonus. They stopped counting the team fouls at 10, at least on the scoreboards.
Okay.
So that just tells you they're in the double bonus. But if I had to guesstimate, both teams probably had 15 fouls in the first half. So
A lot of fouls.
Yeah, that was a lot of fouls. Looks like Dover has switched up their defense as well. Looks like they're into a 2-3 zone as well. Leads to a three-point opportunity for Jeffers Joseph, and that shot is no good. And here we go again. Another whistle, and they've got Shuey for the hook. The attempt on the rebound. So he's quickly picked up his third foul, as we were talking about avoiding the foul trouble. So 17 seconds in, and we've got a foul. I didn't see a whole lot there, but
well, their whistles have been working since the beginning.
It's the way it's been going, and real similar to how they called the junior varsity game as well. And it looks like Brown is at the scores table, probably going to be coming in for Shuey. Dover's working the ball around. Matt Jecka gets to the hoop with a nice little dish underneath. Leads to a basket for Joel Skruckrud. Quickly back the other direction. Shuey into the corner. Ball back to Kahn. Kahn across the court to Jeffers Joseph with a nice up and under for the layup and cut the lead back to 1. Dover Eyota right back down the court. Like I said, as quickly as they can. Jecka misses the 3 in and out, but they do get the offensive rebound. Ball goes into the left corner. A little pump fake, and now a little runner on the baseline. And that's good by Rowan Flabby. Tigers right back down the court. Jeffers Joseph on the left side of the court. Surveying against the 2-3. Gets it over to Teeter on the right side. Teeter back to Jeffers. Jeffers to Kermes in the left corner, and he pops the 3. That's no good.
A good-looking shot, though.
It was a good-looking shot, and there we got the Kahn tried to get the offensive rebound. A little bit too aggressive there. That one was definitely a foul. He came over the back there. A lot of contact there. So quickly, two team fouls for the Tigers. That is only Carter's first foul, so he's in the minority in this game.
Well, and that's one thing we had talked from the beginning. They're definitely, their whistles are working tonight, and Albert Lee in some possible foul trouble here shortly.
Yes. Little dribble drive there by number 2, Luke Myers. That was no good. Right back down the court. Brown gets the ball to Kermes in the left corner. Kermes back to Brown. Brown out to Jeffers. Jeffers over to Teeter. A lot of good ball movement here. Now Dover is able to settle back into their zone. Tigers run a sort of a 3-2. Jeffers Joseph, there was a cross-court pass there. He bobbled it a little bit, and then he shuffled his feet. So the traveling call gives the ball back to Dover. Dover, one pass, and they're already into the offensive set, and then just a simple little give and go leads to an easy layup.
6-point run here now for Dover.
Yeah, that was too easy. That was over a half-court pass, and then he just kept going to the hoop for a give and go.
There's a 3 for the Tigers.
Kahn had the ball in the far right corner and went all the way across to the left and found an open Jeffers Joseph for the 3 there. And then Coach Cates called the quick timeout after he made that basket. So
Timeout once again brought to you by the Alberta Convention and Visitors Bureau, where they invite you to take a quick timeout and go check out explorealbertlee.com. Tell you what, Brad, there's a lot of things happening around Albert Lee here now over the next month. I mean, you've got the Christmas festivity, the holiday festival, you got the parade. Are you going to be in the parade this year? Are you going to wave to everybody?
away from afar. I will not be in the parade. I'm not much of a parade person, so if I'm being honest. So,
well,
you can find me at a sporting event instead.
Well, there's that too. So, but yeah, thanks again to all of our sponsors. And right now, on your Bayview Freeborn Funeral Cremation Service scoreboard, it actually. How did we get an extra 2 points here, Brad? This is 46-48.
Yep. It was 48-43, and then Jeffers Joseph hit the three-pointer in the corner right before the timeout there.
See, I'm already behind on the score.
It's not easy to do this. It's very fast-paced. The Tigers did come back out now. Now they're back into that trap, half-court trap, and it creates the turnover. They need to stay in this. Ball quickly gets up to Kermis. Kermis gets denied at the rim. And Dover is right back the other direction. A near travel there, but Dover is able to regain possession. Jacob misses the Euro step, gets his own rebound, misses. Gets another rebound and misses, but this time he is fouled, so he's going to go back to the first. Another story of the first half is Dover Eyota was able to get multiple attempts, offensive rebounds, getting 2 and 3 attempts at a time, which ultimately that's going to catch up with you. So that sends Matchka to the line, and I could be totally butchering his name, so I apologize, but that's what I'm going with. But he's had a heck of a game and a really good ball player here. 6'4" junior point guard. Missed both free throws, and then ironically enough, the ball's tipped out, and he gets the offensive rebound.
Actually, you're saying he made one.
Oh, yes. He did get the first one. Good call, Dave.
I just looked at the thing. I just wanted to double check.
Yep. So they ended up with the offensive rebound and then tried to drive the baseline and make a pass, but it was knocked out of bounds by Albert Lee. Desmond Smith checks into the game for Teeter. That foul was on Teeter, which is now his third foul. Dover Eyota with the ball outside of the three-point line and air ball. And as there's a scramble for the rebound underneath, it's out of bounds off of Dover Eyota. It'll be Tigers basketball. 14:44 remaining in the second half. Brown's bringing the ball up over to Shuey. Again, they're still going against the 2-3 there. It's not really similar to what the Tigers are doing. Dover is more settling back in the the zone. They're not trying to pressure it and challenging Albert Lee with the outside shot. It worked there as we airballed the three-pointer, but Desmond Smith on the opposite side got the offensive rebound, tried to go back up with it. Shot was no good, but he got fouled, so he's going to go to the free throw line for a pair.
And I'm going to apologize right now because you just corrected me. There are only 2 periods.
Yeah.
In
you're
high school.
You're accustomed to hockey.
Well,
you're hockey.
And I thought there was actually 4
games.
quarters, but it's just 2 periods.
Just 2. It's been that way for a long time. I don't know how long, but back in my day, 800 years ago, it was 4 quarters. It was only 8-minute quarters. Now they got 18-minute halves. I'd have loved to have the extra 4 minutes of game time. Missed both free throws, but Albert Lee got the offensive rebound. The three-pointer by Kermis is no good. Dover Eyota got the rebound. They got the ball back up court, looking to get the ball in the lane. Matchka with about a 12-footer pier. Nice jump shot by him off of that back leg with a little fadeaway there. Albert Lee's got the ball back. Kahn is outside the top of the key. Moves it over to the left side. Smith. Smith got caught up in the air, but he's able to find Jeffers Joseph on the left side. Back to Smith. Smith back to Joseph in the left corner, and unfortunately, Kermis got called for 3 seconds in the lane. There were maybe one too many passes there. I think I was anticipating a shot, and I think Kermis was as well, and he got caught waiting for that shot to go up. So turnover on the Tigers, and looks like they've dropped that half-court trap. They're going back to the man-to-man now, and some really poor defense there. Lack of communication there by the Tigers. Basically an uncontested layup from the top of the key went in and lost his man, and there was no help defense on the backside. So nice pass by Desmond Smith from the left side to the underside of the hoop there with Kermes. Took the body and got the basket to go, so he's got an N1 opportunity there. But again, Dave, it looked like another one of those delayed whistles, or the whistle wasn't working again. He's got to call that. There was a lot of contact there. So.
Yeah, and 5-point game here now, 48-53 in favor of Dover Eyota. And the free throw is good. Makes it a 4-point ball game here with 13:19 left in the second period.
Elberly man-to-man. Smith's picking up his guy at midcourt. Pass to the wing, and was able to get to the hoop, get around his guy too easily. And we're not getting that slide over help defense there, so we're trying to trail from behind, which is causing the fouls. We need somebody from that weak side to slide over, stop the ball there, and then you got to rotate your defense through. So got a pair of free throws for Dover Eyota. First one is good by Grabenau. I'm going to lie, my favorite player for Dover Eyota is number 10, Luke Myers. It's the most common name. Some of these are not so good. He made both free throws, so we got a 55-49 deficit for the Tigers. They're still working against that 2-3 zone. Ball got tipped away from Teeter into the backcourt, but he regains possession and brings it back into the front court. Over to Smith on the left side with a little dribble penetration to Kahn in the right corner. Three-point attempt is no good. Kahn follows his shot, gets the rebound.
Oh, just in and out.
Puts a little bunny up, isn't able to get that to go, but Shuey battles for the rebound, and he's able to lay it back in. Right back we go the other direction. The ball into the corner, and then rotated all the way out. Kermes, is he going to go for the dunk? Oh, he's not. He wanted it. You could tell he lost his footing there. Nice steal and layup for Kermes, but
makes it 55-53 on your Bayview Freeborn Funeral Cremation Service scoreboard.
Got the ball into the free throw line, and the 3-point lobby is good. So Dover regains the 5-point lead. Teeter had a nice pass across the court inside to Shuey. Shuey tried to go glass from about 8 feet, wasn't able to get that to go, and Dover with the rebound, and they're looking to work on that 5-point lead. A nice pass inside at the free throw line, a couple of dribbles, gets him to the hoop, and finishes that to take a 60-53 lead with 11:30 remaining in the second half. Tigers again still going against that 2-3 zone. Working it well to the inside. Nice pass by Teeter to Kermes just inside of the free throw line. Cooper just got a little too excited there, shuffled his feet before he put the ball on the ground. The travel call. And then Coach Cates calls a timeout. Ball will be going back to Dover Eyota. They lead by 7 points with 11:24 remaining.
So this is, again, a timeout brought to you by Elberly Convention and Visitors Bureau. And, let me tell you what, Brad, it's faster than the games we called last year, though.
Yeah, and, and this, it's somewhat similar to the style that Albert Lee play last year. Tonight is even a little bit faster, I feel like, because Dover is trying to play that same style of game. The school scoring record for points in a game at 103, I believe it was. Okay. But that was also in the loss. You should not score 103 points in a high school game and lose the game. That should be a win. It needs to be a win. So points, you're in a high school game. So Dover's bringing the ball up midcourt, walking it up. Albert Lee's gone back to the man-to-man. Right now, Albert Lee has Kahn, Kermis, Shuey, Teeter, and Smith on the court. Dover's moving the ball around and gets back to the top of the key. Looked like a travel, got away with it, but Kermis rips the ball away from him, dishes it off to Kahn. Kahn comes in off the left for the layup, no good. Kermis got the rebound, no good. Kermis got another rebound, no good. And Kermis on his third attempt hits a little baby fadeaway. So good tenacious work there by Albert Lee to not give up and get the basket.
Turnover down deep in the Dover Eyota zone gives Albert Lee the ball. Chance to get this back. 5-point game.
Yep, we're still right there. Dover seems to make that run, and then we seem to bring it back. Jeffers Joseph just checked in for Kahn, so he'll get a little breather here. Teeter's walking the ball up again. We're kind of, it's in between like a 1-2-2 and a 2-3, but with just a little patient passing, they're finding the gaps. And Smith with a nice pass, and Kermis right at the basket, and he lays it in. Down to a 3-point game. Eyota back down quickly. They went for the left corner three. That's no good. Teeter gets the rebound, and he's quickly pushing it back up court. I think the pass was intended for Shuey. Smith intercepted it himself. Now Teeter's got the ball back in the corner to Smith. Smith underneath to Shuey. Shuey with the head fake. Got number 13 up, and he went down hard over the top of Easton. The contact was before Easton was able to get the shot up, so it's on the floor, so Albert Lee will take the ball out underneath. But some really nice passing there. This zone does not appear to be affecting the Tigers at all, and as long as they're patient enough, they're getting that opportunity to find the opening in the middle of the lane. So,
well, and that's what I was going to say. I'd really like to see them kind of jam the middle more, get underneath the net, because it seems like that's where they're getting away with some of these good passes and good opportunities.
Yeah. Started out the game, there were a lot of three-point attempts and not a lot of makes. I don't know that we made a three-pointer this half or not. And we were probably on two, maybe three at most in the first half, and shot 15 shots. Ball into Cooper. Kermis there. Back to Smith. Smith dribbled in and was able to kick out to Kahn for the three. That shot's no good, but Kermis again there on the boards, and fades away and hits it from about 6 feet. That leads down to one. That was quick, Dave.
Well, like I said, I do like how they're jamming in the middle. Now they're being a little aggressive, which that's okay. Just go for the ball. Don't get any more fouls.
Yeah, almost. They're playing a man-to-man, but Jeffers Joseph came off his guy almost as if they were double teaming Majeka, and he's been a little bit more quiet here the last 4 or 5 minutes of the game. There we got a little bit too handsy. Smith playing aggressive defense, good defense, but he got his hands out there just a little bit too much. Once those hands come out, make that contact, the officials are usually going to blow the whistle on that. So, fifth team foul on the Tigers. Dover's got 3 at this point, so it's better than what it was in the first half, but there's still a lot of game time left. So Dover's passing the ball in under their own hoop, and I think Kermis did commit a foul there on the pass, but it was pretty ticky-tack. You know, no harm, no foul, as they say. You know, the ball was passed out, but it was like he was looking for something to call there. So, unfortunately, that's Kermis' third foul, and now Shuey checked back into the game, and Jeffers Joseph is going to the bench for a breather. And just like that, though, 9.5 minutes left, and here on out, Dover Eyota will be shooting the 1-and-1. Majek just missed the three-pointer, and Albert Lee comes back. A really nice pass from the left wing from Shuey to Kermis underneath the hoop. Wasn't able to get the shot go, but he might have got fouled by a pair of different Eagles there. So he's going to go to the line. 2 free throws with the opportunity for the Tigers to regain the lead here.
60-59 in favor of Dover Eyota.
almost, I think we're almost 3 minutes without the Eagles scoring now. So as I talked about the high scoring pace, maybe we're going to put the clamps down a little bit here. Kerma's got off to a slow start in the first half, in part attributed to his foul troubles, but he's really picked it up here. Got several baskets here in the second half, and was only able to knock down one free throw. Shuey with the back tap gets it back to Kermis. Kermis went up to drive in, was not able to get the short little floater to go. Dover quickly coming back down the court. We're at a tie game, 9 minutes left, 60 apiece. Jekka working his way down in a really nice move. He had Khan on his back, and he was patient, and he went to the middle, used his left hand. Jeffers Joseph back down the other way. He was not able to get it to go. Shuey got the rebound and wasn't able to get the shot to go either, but he'll be going back to the line. That right there is a little bit of the difference there. As you saw, Majeka on the other end, he went to his left hand there. Jeffers Joseph with a really nice move got around his guy. Rather than laying the ball up with the left hand over the top of the hoop in the middle, he came back to his right hand, brought the ball back to the defender, and the defender was able to swat the shot away. So
Back within one here, 62-61 on your Bayview Freeborn Funeral Cremation Service scoreboard. Something tied up again.
Kermis and his 3 fouls are going to the bench for a little breather, and Teeters checked back into the game.
And that one is missed as well. So Dover Eyota takes back over. He drives down, working from the arch, pass it. Oh, thought he was going to go for that.
Looks like he wanted to. A little step back, a little baby Dirk fadeaway off of the foot. Nice shot there, extends the lead to 3 points. Brown brings the ball back up court to the left wing to Jeffers Joseph, back to Brown at the middle, gets it to Shuey at the free throw line. Shuey looking to drive, loses his footing, gets it out to Khan over to Teeter. Teeter's a little bit short on that three-pointer. Rebound to Dover. Dover quickly back into the front court. Looking for a pick and roll, and he told the guy to go away. Majeka's looking to maybe take one-on-one for Jeffers Joseph, and he did. Got into the middle of the lane and unselfishly kicked the ball as the double team came, and an open three-pointer is knocked down by the Eagles, extending the lead to a 6-point lead with 7 minutes and 40 seconds left. Jeffers Joseph gets around the corner, kicks it out to Brown, and for the 3 on the left side, no good. Rebound to Dover. Dover's pushing quickly, looking for the opportunity, goes to the left hand, takes it all the way to the basket, not able to get it to go, but the foul, I believe it was on Khan attempting to block the shot there.
I think you're right there.
Yep. Foul on Carter Khan, his second. So just has kind of been the story of the game. Dover makes a run, we bring it back, get it back to a 1-2-point game, a tie game, and now Dover's extended it to a 7-point lead. I believe this is their biggest lead of the game now. Kermit's checking back into the game for Amon Ra Brown. So I believe we've got the original starting 5 out there for the Tigers. Teeter, Shuey, Kermes, Jeffers Joseph, and Khan. Second free throw's missed. Ball's tapped out. Khan with the rebound over to Jeffers Joseph. Shuey was filling the lane on the right side. Nice attempt by Jeffers Joseph to get the ball to him, but Dover was able to get back quickly and tap the ball out of bounds. So it'll be Tigers ball underneath their own hoop with 7:24 remaining. Ball gets inbounded on the left corner to Khan. Khan looking to Teeter at the top of the key. Back to Khan on the left wing. One dribble, up with a 3. Boom. And it's good. 68
from downtown.
That's right. I believe that's Carter's 3rd three-pointer of the game.
Oh, charge. No.
I can't tell if he called the charge or if he counted the basket.
Yeah.
He did call the charge on Majeka. Majeka just went back down the court. His coach was not happy with that. I think he was claiming that he was in the restricted area. Nonetheless, we will take it. An opportunity to cut back into that lead even more.
Foul on Dover there.
Foul on Dover with some quick hands out top. It looked like it was pretty clean out there. But, again, we're going to take that call. Dover Eyota coach is even less happy now. So. But now here we go. 7 minutes left, and both teams are in the 1-1. So see if we can knock down our free throws and tighten this game up.
There's one in. Oh. Is little contact there, possibly.
Yeah. Teeter got boxed out. You're supposed to box him out. You usually don't see it quite that aggressive. Elberly took offense to that, and he did it again on the second one. It might have caught Noah off guard a little bit more than it was that much of contact, because as it happened there, Noah had a grin as he was coming back. But nonetheless, he knocked down both free throws there to cut the lead to 2. Here we go again. I'd roll, and one defender went away for Albert Lee, and it allowed Majeka for the uncontested three-pointer, and he knocked it down. Teeter quickly came back the other way and kind of muscled his way in. Didn't get a very good look off, but he was able to draw the foul, so he's going to go back for another pair of free throws. But the way this game has gone, you've got to anticipate this last 6 minutes and change, and Majeka is going to have that ball in his hands a vast majority of the time, either looking to distribute or look for opportunities for himself. And he's done a pretty good job at not forcing the issue and taking the opportunities for his teammates as well. So
Teeter missed the first one here.
Again, as much as they struggled, I really think we should go back to that half-court 2-3 trap.
Does make the second one. This brings it back to a 4-point game, and let's see if your Skinnis magic ball is right. Which you got to put the ball in.
I know.
In Majestic's hands.
Yeah, and there he comes. He's got Khan on him, but comes up a little short on that jump shot. But they're able to get the rebound. They got hands all over. They did call the jump ball. Khan stayed in front of him there, and it was good defense. But Dover's going to take that shot every time down the court. They'll be more than happy if he can work his way into the lane and shoot a 12-foot jumper. So let's see. We've seen of that, the half-court trap, and it was so effective. And there we got a cheap foul. It was a foul. They lobbed the ball outside, and Jeffrey Joseph tried to aggressively go for the steal and made too much contact. So that's going to send the Eagles to the free throw line, and it's going to be Jay Strilling shooting the front half of a 1-1.
6:10 to go here still in the second half here. Makes the first one.
Friendly roll to get that one to drop. Looks like we've got Shuey on the bench.
What are they talking about here now?
I don't know what we got on. Do we have a little blood or something? Or not sure, but they're going to have to replace the shooter. He's taking his jersey off, so yep. So there must be some blood on his jersey. So he's going out. So in that situation, Dover is able to choose the replacement shooter, and number 2 is going to come in and take the second free throw.
Okay, so if you have any sign of blood, you're automatically got to go get that changed.
You've got to get that changed, and they've got, it's kind of like if you end up with on the floor, they've got the spray or whatever that they've got to come and make sure and get it cleaned up appropriately. So
Dover misses the second one.
Looks like he's already back, whether it's with a different jersey. So, Jefferson, the key. Kerman popped out to the right corner, and Jeffers Joseph thought he was going to go back door, and the ball sailed out of bounds. So
looks like he does have number 10 back on. So I'm wondering how many jerseys they bring.
Right? or if I believe if you have the spray, I believe you can put the uniform back on, but don't quote me on that. Dover's moving the ball around. They got a man open, but there were some good hands there, and it leads to a pass directly to Jeffers Joseph. He's got one, but he took it to the hoop, and he was able to draw the foul. So he's going to go to the free throw line. Tigers are trailing by 5, 72-67 with 5:35 remaining in the second half. That was Dover Eyota's 9th team foul, so excluding offensive fouls and player control fouls, the Tigers will be shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way.
One shot up, no good.
No good there, yeah. Kermish takes a seat, and Easton Shuey checks back into the lineup. So we've got Cooper's on the bench, and in place of him, you've got Brody Rasser, and then you've got the remainder of your starting lineup. He's able to hit the second free throw to cut it to 4. Looks like here we go. We're back to that half-court trap. Let's see if we can create some turnovers there. Dover's a little bit of struggle, but then they get a nice pass to the baseline. He does not get the shot to go. And we've got a pushing foul on the rebound. Rassler got called for the foul there, so it's going to send Devin Greenbaum to the free throw line. And so now both teams are in the same situation. It's going to be the double bonus for both teams the rest of the way. I think they're clarifying whether that was the 9th or the 10th foul now to find out if we're talking bonus or 2 shots. I've determined that it was not a shooting foul, so this will be the last time it's a 1-and-1. So he's got to make one during the second.
So that's what, okay, that's how that goes until you get to double.
Until you get to the 10, yeah. Day long, it was. Day long, it was. The game.
So Teeter to the line here in a 3-point game. Misses the first.
And now we've got a foul call on number 10 for Dover Eyota.
Is that because it kept trying to box him out, or what?
I am not sure. He's not happy with the call. I missed it. I don't know. I am not a fan of, not that call, just this game in general, how it's been called. Just way too many whistles. Let the boys play a little bit. Let both teams get a little bit of rhythm here. But they've been
first one in. Here comes the second.
They've been consistent with it, I guess, the whole game.
Yeah.
It's just makes for a long game. Long game.
So you ended up getting 2 on that.
Right? Yeah, one way or another. We've cut the lead to 1 again. So, and here we go, the half-court trap. Got it over into the left corner for a 3. It's no good. Offensive rebound. And who are they calling for the foul now?
Saying went over.
It's another foul they're calling, and over the back on number 10 now, and that's back-to-back fouls on him. And he's not happy with the call, but it's going to send Kahn the other direction for a pair of free throws to potentially give the Tigers a lead here. So.
And that one just come off his hands a little,
yep.
a little rough there. You can tell that.
Yep, it's been a struggle at the free throw line for both teams. Okay. He's got one more. Make this one tie it up. We got essentially a 0-0 game with 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, that one looked a lot better. Tied game here.
There we go. Let's see what kind of defense. We're in that half-court trap. We got Smith and Jeffers Joseph on the top of it. Jeffers Joseph got his hands reaching in. Uh-oh. Yep. Ball got to Majeka in the corner.
Called it too.
He dribbled his way out of it, and a really nice finish. You could just see that the opportunity presented itself. Kahn with the three-pointer from the left corner is an air ball, but Jeffers Joseph picked up the rebound and was able to put it back in. It's all square again. Majeka missed the driving layup.
Rare miss, actually.
Yep, looks like he's in a little bit of takeover mode. A great pass by Smith to Kahn, cutting on the left side for the layup. Gives the Tigers a 2-point lead with 4 minutes to go. And it looks like we backed out of our half-court trap. Going back to man-to-man. Little step through, and Nice shot by Luke Myers there. He's tied it up.
77 apiece here on your Bayview Freeborn Funeral Cremation Service scoreboard. 3:43 to go here.
Teeter directing traffic. He's just got the ball at the top of the key, waiting for a little bit of motion. The ball goes to the left side to Desmond Smith. He drives, isn't able to finish the layup. Jeffers Joseph with the rebound.
Oh, and an elbow going through.
We're going to see what's going to happen here because the Dover Eyota player was clearly fouled on the rebound. He got the defensive rebound, tried to clear himself. The elbow definitely came up. It's a matter of, did he really catch him with the elbow? Did the officials really think he caught him with the elbow, or was it an exaggeration? It's hard to say what they're going to do here.
As we're waiting here to see what's going to be called. So he wants a clear explanation on this as of to why that was not called, but they're saying it was exaggeration, I guess.
Yeah, there's not going to be a foul called for the elbow. He definitely brought the elbow up. Whether there was contact or not, it looked like from our angle like there was contact there. Got together with the other official who was down there on that end, and they had the discussion. And based upon no call, they must have determined that there was not contact and there was embellishment. So that's the only thing that I can see as to why there wasn't the foul called. So with that being said, we're back to the other end with Dover shooting free throws, and the first one by Jace Drilling is good to give the Eagles a 78-77 lead with 3:29 remaining.
The bleacher creatures get loud here, the crazies as they're called.
Oh, no. Missed the second one, and we just mistimed our jump, didn't get the rebound, and went right back to Drilling, and he gets the easy layup to put the Eagles up 3. The Eagles are back man-to-man now. Ball to the left side to Jeffers Joseph. Out to Teeter on the right wing for 3, no good. Rebound by Magic. He's going to bring the ball up the court. 3 minutes remaining. Eagles lead by 3. Little give and go. And there's a blocking call by Jeffers Joseph. He was within the restricted circle, and unfortunately it's the right call, and I'm old school because in today's game that isn't traveling. That was like 3 steps.
Well, that's what I was going to say too. It's definitely evolved over the years.
That's a lot.
There's been a couple times where it looked like a guy took 4 or 5 steps.
I have the argument with my son all the time. He's like, a Euro step is not a travel. And I'm like, a Euro step is a travel. I don't care what you tell me, it's a travel. You can't start at the 3-point line without a dribble and shoot a layup. So, yeah, that was a fortuitous call for the
Eagles.
For the Eagles, yes. I'm reading my phone, and according to my youngest son, he said it was 0 exaggeration. It was a blatant elbow. So that's good. He's given us the feedback because it contact with the elbow, but as far as why it wasn't called, that's the thing that I can come up with, because otherwise in a lot of cases with a situation like that, what you'll see the Dover player who was fouled initially go down and shoot his free, and then you'll come back the opposite end, and either they'll call it a flagrant foul, which will lead 2 free throws in the ball, just call it a common foul even, but still result in free throws. So
Tigers down by 3. It's 8-77 on your Bayview Freeborn Funeral Cremation Service scoreboard. We just had a timeout there. So once again, timeouts brought to you by the Albert Lee Convention and Visitors Bureau. This is Power 96 live coverage of Albert Lee Tiger basketball from the Americana Insurance press box.
Skruckrod's at the free throw line, and that's in and out. So he's got one more free throw here, and as we said earlier, both teams will be shooting 2 free throws for the remainder of the game on any fouls. Got the second one.
81-77 with 2:56 to go. 3-point attempt. Going to go long for the Tigers.
One pass down to Kermis. He had an open 3 on the wing. Wasn't able to get it to go. Dover back quickly. A little pull-up jumper from the free throw line by Devin Grabe now is good. And quickly it's back to a 6-point lead. Still plenty of time. The Tigers just got to move the ball, look for the open shot. You don't have to rush. You don't have to have the 3.
And they go for it.
And as I say that, we shoot the 3-pointer, and by Kahn in the left corner, it's no good. And crashing the boards, Kermis is called for the foul on the rebound, so that's going to take us to the other end of the court for a pair of free throws. So Jay Strilling's going back out of 2 there.
Kermis has 4 now.
And again, as we, there's still a lot of time left, Shot clock has not been an issue for either team at any point in this game. Now, with that being said, Dover might slow it up a little bit here with a 6-point lead as the clock winds down, but Tigers can move the ball a little bit and still look for that shot inside. They got a lot of good opportunities earlier in this half with some passes there. So
In and out on the first one by Dover Eyota.
See if we can get them to miss a pair. They seem to be hitting 1 out of 2 each trip, which obviously it's better than hitting both of them, but might as well miss them both.
And it does get the second.
I tried to jinx him. It didn't work.
84-77 now.
Kahn quickly up court over to Shuey on the right wing. Shuey back to Kahn. Teeter at the top of the key. Dover's falling back into that 2-3 zone. Going to make Albert Lee move the ball a little bit more. Sometimes makes it more difficult to get a look at a 3-pointer. Ball's over to Kahn for 3 on the right side. It's no good. Kahn is able to fight for his own rebound. Tries to pass it to Kermis. No good. Shuey goes up with a shot a little bit out of control there. He's not able to get it to go. We're under 2 minutes here, and I think you're going to see Dover try to eat a little bit of clock here. Albert Lee is still in a man-to-man. We had an opportunity to try and double-team the ball there. Desmond had Shuey on the backside and Smith on the front, and Desmond tried to get the jump ball but was unsuccessful and was whistled for the foul. So you've got Amon Rob Brown and Marquise Jeffers Joseph at the scorer's table.
Yeah, Smith just fouled out there. Well, it said it was his 5th. Okay, yeah, now he'll be replaced.
Yeah. And Shuey's going out as well. Did miss the first free throw there. We've been stuck here for a little bit. I wouldn't mind seeing a timeout, have a little conversation with the boys, get their minds in the right place on what you're looking at wanting to do. With that being said, Dover Eyota actually takes the timeout to discuss what they want to do defensively and also on the offensive end. I'm sure their coach is going to talk to them about utilizing that clock to their advantage with an 8-point lead. The clock is their friend, so Albert Lee's got to move quickly, but still got to look for good shots. Still don't need to force up the 3. If you've got some type of press to where you're going to go to the full court to try and create some turnovers, and if not, normally you want to be man-to-man once you break a press, but I'd still like to see him go back to that half-court track stretch here.
Well, don't need to especially pressing the
players on the backside underneath the hoop had a lot of nice passes there that were effective. So, but now as much as Dover's side, it's not on our side. So work quickly and efficiently. He's got the ball wing, back to Teeter, back to the arc here. I think we're looking for the That's exactly what we did. Brown with the three-point shot. It was no good. Matchka brings court, passes it out. Ooh, number 2 pops the three-pointer. Can't imagine. Coach is giving him a. And let's not shoot that up. Just a few seconds into the shot clock. Rolls the ball up the court smartly. Doesn't start. Jeffers Joseph takes the ball to the hoop. Gets stuck. Tries to go up over Magic. Magic doesn't agree with the call. But you're taught at a that's typically going to be called a foul, whether you draw contact or not. When you bring the likelihood of the contact is there, so it's going to Jeffers Joseph to the line, which is it can happen for Albert Lea to score some points. And Shuey kicks in for Kermie, so we've got Shuey, Teeter, Brown, Jeffers Joseph, and Kermis is right on the bench here because they're going to defense and play the foul game, and he's got 4 fouls. So they might be going offense for defense. Albert Lea's trying to do a little bit of man-to-man. And I don't know what the rule is anymore because theoretically, once the ball is up there, you're not supposed to be able to slap the backboard. And that happens all the time too, but I think that backboard before Carter was able to get to it. A really good effort there, just a smidge off. So down by 8 with 1:04 left. We roll the ball up. Ball to Teeter, to Kahn real quick. Fouled on the floor, but doesn't matter because either which way it throws. So good. Forcing Dover to foul us. Forcing Dover to foul us. It's as good of an opportunity as we can get again and pile the points on while the clock is stopped here because we're down 7 and down to 52 seconds. Shuey back into the game. Kerman's back out again. Offense for defense.
Kahn's first shot good, and the second good.
You're going to see some type of full court press, whether it's man-to-man or whatnot. Ball gets into drilling in the backcourt. He gets around Shuey, pulls up, almost travels. Looks like Albert Lea right now is just playing man-to-man defense, which this isn't going to cut it. There's still 20 seconds on the shot. Oh, no.
There's 40 seconds to go. Dover Eyota gets another 2.
Yep, drove around. I think he was looking for some help or maybe a double team that wasn't there. Teeter went in for a layup, tried to draw the contact. There was no contact there. Threw up a little bit of a wild shot. Got his own rebound and got a nice putback there. So they pushed the ball quickly down, got the quick 2, but trail by 6 with just over 22 seconds. So
timeout by the Tigers here. Once again, timeouts brought to you by the Albert Lea Convention and Visitors Bureau, reminding you to take a timeout and go to explorealbertlea.com.
And I don't know who he's coming in for, but I did see senior Carson Gardner go to the scorer's table, so he'll be checking into the game. And that might be, I don't know if that's a foul situation too, if we've got more than one guy with 4 fouls to where we need Carson to utilize a foul or a little bit of a situation to put him in for anything else, being that he hasn't played the entire game with only 22 seconds. So I'd imagine he's a little cold sitting over there.
Yeah, and if he's going to take those fouls, of course, this is where you can chew up some time here, chew up some of those fouls to conserve your time.
Yep.
Hopefully you just go down and get one at a crack.
So, and Albert Lea, they don't have any time to waste. As soon as Dover gets the ball in, if they don't steal the inbounds pass, you got to play overly aggressively for the steal, and if they call the foul, it'll be. But if they don't call it, ball's got to be right away.
Tigers get it with a quick 2 points. Brings it down to a 4-point
See,
game.
now Dover doesn't have to pass the ball in bounds. Very smart there because the clock in high school basketball still runs.
Okay.
Elberly should have used a timeout if they've got one remaining right after that basket, because when the ball goes through the hoop and is delay in grabbing the ball, he's got 5 seconds to throw the ball in. We scored with seconds left. He didn't throw it in until there was 8.5 seconds left by the time he grabbed it and threw it, so you run
So
6
the clock does
seconds
run.
of game time.
Okay.
Yep. In the college game and the NBA game, that's different, and part of that's probably because I'm not sure how much you can expect a high school scorers table to be Johnny on the spot with getting that clock stopped and started, but anyhow,
back to a 5-point ball game
Eagles
with 7.2.
made the first free throw, so 5-point lead.
And the second one goes good. 91-85 on your Bayview Freeborn Cremation Service scoreboard. A little
Now
bit.
you gotta go a quick three.
And it is a 3.
Yep.
But then the time, I don't get that. So they made it, and the time was still running.
Yep. So he made at the end of the game. The clock does not stop, so it just continues to run. So if a team does have timeouts, that's where you'll see at the end of the games where right after a basket they will utilize the timeout to get that clock to stop. So teams tonight, first game of the season, it's the things that you hope to iron out, and Elberly needs to have a short memory because they got a busy schedule. They believe they are in Triton tomorrow, and then they've got another game. They play Winona on Thursday, so 3 games in 4 days. That's not very common for a high school team, especially to start the year. So, and they did not go very deep tonight. I think they play 8, maybe 9 guys, but they're pretty heavy. So, and at the pace that they play with this game, they're going to need to get their basketball legs under them for sure.
Well, and that's going to be just it too. I mean, it is the first game of the season. Last year you said it was, Dover Eyota was another high-scoring game. It was 91-88.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a lot of offense out there.
Yep.
Considering how many fouls were.
A lot of fouls, and honestly, if both teams would have shot both teams in the triple digits again. So, but yeah, that's, it seems to be the style that this team likes to play, is that fast-paced style, but they've got to find a little bit of balance to clamp down a bit more defensively. 90 points, you're not many games at the high school level giving up 90 points. You're expecting so much out of your offense, and that's tough. So.